Ano ba 'tong lugar na 'to? I miss with pwede magtanong, naliligaw kasi ako. Pwede bang malaman ang direksyon patungo sa puso?
Anong magagawa? Laging natutulala, tuwing lumalapit ka.
Naku, nasaan ba yun? I miss saglit. Pwede bang makita yung laman ng bulsa mo? May nawawala kasi sa akin eh. Ninakaw mo ata. Ang
Kasi
puso.
di na mapigilan ng sariling mapaibig sa iyo. Ano ba?
Hi, good morning everyone. This is Sir Eman, a public school science teacher. In this video, you will learn another interesting lesson in Science Time. Pero hindi yan tungkol sa pagbanat o paghugot. If you want to learn something, make sure to watch this video till the end. Before we begin with our lesson for today, I want you to again take note of these important reminders as you watch this video. Number 1, be in a quiet, non-disturbing place or location at home. Number 2, this is an interactive discussion, so make sure to participate by simply stating your answers to the questions or writing them down on a piece of paper. Number 3, always prepare your pen and paper before watching every lesson. This will allow you to easily take note of the important points in the video. Number 4, you may decide to pause the video to give you more time to perform the tasks given, if there are any, then play it again once you are done. And lastly, make sure to listen carefully and avoid distractions. If possible, turn off your other devices while watching this video. Happy learning, everyone! Now, nakarelate ka ba dun sa mga pick-up lines or banat natin kanina may kinalaman sa puso? In this video, we're not actually going to discuss how to deliver pick-up lines. Rather, we're going to discuss about the heart. Well, not only the heart, but the organ system with which the heart belongs to. Alam mo ba kung anong tawag dun sa organ system na yon? Sige nga, pwede mong sabihin ang sagot o isulat yan sa papel. Now, if you've answered circulatory system, then you're actually correct. And that is what we will be discussing in this video and on the next one. So specifically in this video, we will be able to explain the functions of the circulatory system and its parts. On the next video, we will be identifying the parts of the heart, and we will be tracing as well the path that blood travels within the heart and towards the rest of the body. As we discuss all this, we will be able to see how the respiratory system that we have discussed previously and the circulatory system work together. This is still part of the first most essential learning competency in Science 9 for quarter 1, which is explain how the respiratory and circulatory systems work together to transport nutrients, gases, and other molecules to and from the different parts of the body. So we will be focusing on the circulatory system part for this video and on the next one. Ready ka na ba? Sige, simulan natin. Okay, I want you to take a look at this picture on the screen. Are you familiar with the procedure that this medical practitioner is performing here? Usually, napapanood natin to sa mga balita, sa mga pelikula, o kaya sa mga teleserye. Alam mo ba kung anong tawag sa procedure na ito? Pwede mong sabihin ang sagot o pwede mong isulat sa iyong papel. Now, if you've answered CPR or cardiopulmonary resuscitation, then you're actually correct. Yun ang tawag dyan. Kaya ito ang tawag, yung part na cardio, it actually pertains to the heart. Pulmonary involves the lungs. So these two, ito yung gusto na ma-resuscitate o ma-revive na nagpa-perform ng first aid na ito. Okay. Ano ba yung ginagawa para ma-revive itong dalawang organ na ito? Ano usually yung napapanood nyo sa mga palabas? So syempre, katulad ng pinapakita sa picture on the side, the chest is being compressed. The chest area is being compressed. At the same time, may mga pagkakataon din na yung nagbibigay ng first aid ay tinutulungan na makahinga yung tao sa pamamagitan ng pagsusupply ng hangin sa bibig nito. Yung sa pagsusupply ng hangin, alam natin, kailangan kasi ng katawan natin ng oxygen. Kaya tinutulungan ng tao na patuloy na makakuha ng oxygen ng lungs. What about this part here wherein the chest is being compressed? Bakit ba kailangan to? Ano ang gustong mangyari? Well, the purpose of this is to revive o para maibalik yung pagtibok ng puso noong tao. Well, sana all, nagbabalik ang pagtibok. Huwag ka na umasa, hindi yan sa pagbabalik ng pagtibok ng puso ng iyong crush sa iyo.
Anong kailangan kong
The only
gawin?
purpose of that is para patuloy na makapag-circulate yung dugo sa katawan ng tao. That's actually the role of the heart. Well, together with the heart, meron pa dyan ibang mga organs na katulong niya. That's why we will be discussing the circulatory system. Huwag natin patagalin pa. Let's start by defining first what the circulatory system is all about. So in our learner's material, this analogy was used to explain what the circulatory system is. Sabi doon, circulatory system is like a complex arrangement of highways, avenues, and lanes connecting all the cells together in a neighborhood. So sa do kinumpara, para pala daw itong mga magkakonekta ng mga highways at mga kalsada na nagkokonekta ng mga cells ng ating katawan. So yung mga cell para sa yung mga bahay, mga establishment na kinokonekta ng mga highway ng mga kalsada nito. Tumutukoy sa circulatory system. Bakit kaya ganun? Tingnan natin. So, circulatory system, also known as the cardiovascular system, functions with other body systems to deliver different materials in the body. Yun pala, that's the role of the circulatory system, to deliver different materials in the body. So, ang tawag dito, isa pang tawag is cardiovascular system. Again, the part cardio means heart, and vascular, it pertains to the vessels or the passageway, yung dinadaanan ng mga materials na ito na dinideliver. So, katulad talaga siya. Pwede siyang ikumpara doon, yung mga, sa isang kalsada, di ba, merong mga sasakyan. Pwedeng truck, pwedeng jeepney, pwedeng tricycle na naglalaman ng iba't ibang mga bagay. Pwedeng tao, hayop, bagay. At ito ay dinadala sa iba't ibang parte ng isang lugar. That's basically what the circulatory system does in the body, to deliver different materials in our body. So specifically, it circulates vital elements and nutrients like oxygen. Okay? So pa yung nagdadala. Sino nga yung nagpapasok ng oxygen sa ating katawan? That is the job of the respiratory system. So you see how these two are actually working together? Pinapasok ng respiratory system yung oxygen sa ating katawan, at it is the role of the circulatory system to circulate that or bring that to the rest of the body. Well, not only the oxygen, but even the other minerals, ions, nutrients na kailangan ng ating katawan. Now, on the second one, it also transports waste away from the body. So, siya rin pa yung nagpipick up ng mga waste material sa ating katawan at dinadala ito dun sa site kung saan siya ipapalabas sa environment. Okay? Kukonect nyo ba dun sa respiratory system? Di ba ang respiratory system natin, meron din siyang inilalabas na waste material in the form of carbon dioxide. So in this case, yung circulatory system, siya rin actually ang nagpipick up ng carbon dioxide na dinadala sa ating lungs para ma-exhale at mapunta sa ating environment. So these two are definitely working closely with one another. Okay? Now, aside from the heart, what are the other parts of the circulatory system? Yun naman ang sagutin natin. But before that, para matest kung meron na kayong mga nalalaman ng mga parts, I want you to answer this word hunt puzzle here. So, hanapin yung mga words related with circulatory system. You can pause this video on this part and then play it again later once you are done. Okay? So, kamusta? Nahanap niyo na ba lahat ng mga words? So, tingnan natin kung nahanap niyo lahat. So, these are the words which are included in this word hunt puzzle. So, yun muna tayong mga naka-vertical na ayos. You have the heart, the artery, plasma. Horizontal na ayos, you have here blood vessels and capillaries. And the ones diagonally arranged, you have platelets and veins. So we will discuss all these parts one by one. Starting off with, so tayo magsisimula, of course, the heart. So ano ba itong ating puso or heart? So sabi dito, the heart is a specialized cardiac muscle that pumps blood throughout the body. So very important is the role of the blood because it is the one that pumps blood throughout the body. Siya yung tutulak para yung dugo ay makarating sa iba't ibang parte ng ating katawan. Sabi dyan, it is made up of cardiac muscle. So this is an involuntary muscle. So ano ibig sabihin nun? Kahit hindi man natin isipin, itong ating puso ay continuous na magpapump ng dugo. So hindi din makakontrol. Kaya sabi nila, di ba, ang hirap na makontrolin ang pagtibok ng aking puso. Well, figuratively, actually pwede. Kasi hindi naman puso nagkokontrolan, easy pa rin. But when we're talking about the literal heart that pumps blood, hindi mo talaga kayang kontrolin yan. Because it actually works on its own. Dire-diretso siya nagpapump ng dugo. Now, with regards to our heart, that's about the size of your own fist. As for me, kasi laki ng aking kamao. Yung sa iyo, kasi laki ng iyong kamao. Found sa may chest natin, sa may gitna, but slightly leaning towards the left side. Kaya sabi natin nung previous discussion, mas maliit yung ating left lung because of the presence of the heart that is found there. Okay? So, nakuha natin yung una. So, where is the heart? Nandiyan siya sa gitna. Okay, sa may chest natin. What about the second part of the circulatory system? Ano kaya naman ang tawag dito sa napakadaming mga daanan na ito? That's actually what we refer to as blood vessels. Okay? So, these are the passageway that carry the blood throughout the different parts of the body. So, para siyang mga tubo sa loob ng ating katawan kung saan dumadaan yung ating dugo. Now, when we speak of blood vessels, there are actually 3 types. Ano yung tatlong klase na yon? We have first artery, next vein, and then capillaries. Paano sila nagkakaiba-iba? But before that, as we discuss this, may encounter natin po ulit-ulit itong dalawa, oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So, ano ba muna ang pinagkaiba nila? When we speak of oxygenated blood, it actually pertains to the blood that is oxygen-rich. Sabihin, dugo na mayaman sa oxygen. Marami pa siyang taglay na oxygen. Whereas when we speak of deoxygenated blood, it pertains to blood that is oxygen-poor or oxygen-depleted blood. Ito naman yung dugo na nagtataglay ng kakaunti na oxygen. Okay? So take note of the meaning of these two terms. Okay? So punta natin itong arteries. And when we speak of arteries, these are the blood vessels that carry oxygenated blood away from the heart to the cells, tissues, and organs. So when you speak of arteries, ito pala yung mga daanan na nagdadala ng dugo, pasaan? Away from the heart. Palayo ng ating puso. Punta sa organs, sa cells, at iba pa na nangangailangan ito. At mostly, kadalasan yung kanyang dalang dugo, oxygenated. Ibig sabihin, nagtataglay ng maraming oxygen. Para madaling matandaan, pwede tingnan yung unang letter. Arteries, ano yung first letter? A. So, saan ang direksyon ng dugo? Away from the heart. Palayo ng ating puso. What about the next? Veins. So, when we speak of veins, these are the blood vessels that carry, this time, deoxygenated blood back to the heart. Ito naman yung mga daanan ng dugo, nagdadala ng dugo pabalik sa ating puso. Back to the heart. Para madaling matandaan, yung first letter ay V, diba? Veins sounds like B. So, ang direction naman ng dugo ay back to the heart. Artery, away. Veins, back to the heart. Kung yung artery, usually, ang dala ay oxygenated, di ba, away. I-deliver niya yung sa iba't ibang parte ng katawan. Pag veins naman, pabalik na, ang dala niya ay usually deoxygenated blood. Depleted na yung oxygen kasi na-deliver na. Kumbaga, pabalik na sa kanyang warehouse, sa kanyang pinanggalingan sa puso. Okay? So, in this picture, you'll see here, may dalawang kulay ng blood vessel na ito, papunta sa iba't ibang parte ng katawan. So, actually, wala talaga tayong kulay blue na blood vessel. Ito ay for representation lang para ipakita yung daanan ng yung blue para sa deoxygenated blood at yung red naman para sa oxygenated blood. So, yung red, arteries, and then yung blue would be the veins. Artery away, and then veins back to the heart. Sir, paano naman yung capillaries? Para sa naman yon? So when you speak of capillaries, these are among the smallest blood vessels. Natandaan niyo pa ba ito? Pinag-usapan natin dun sa ating nakarang video about the respiratory system. So these are the blood vessels that connect arteries and veins. Okay? So ito yung duluhan kung saan nagmi-meet yung ating artery na palayo sa puso at yun namang vein na pabalik na sa puso. And these are usually found in organs. Okay? So, embedded to sa mga organs, these are very small and thin to allow the diffusion of materials, gases. Para makapunta yung i-deliver niya na gas dun sa organ at makapunta naman sa puso yung material na galing din sa organ na yun. So, yun. Okay? So basically, yun yung pagkakaiba ng tatlong ito. Hopefully, nakuha. Kung medyo hindi pa malinaw, pwedeng ulitin ang part na ito ng video. Now this time, let's proceed with the last part of the circulatory system. We have here the blood. So, alam natin, napakahalaga rin ang rule nito. This is actually the fluid that carries the different materials throughout the body. Siya mismo yung nagdadala. So, sige nga, balikan natin yung analogy kanina. Ibig sabihin, para siyang highway. So, alin dito sa mga parts na to ang nag-a-act na parang highway, dinadaanan. That pertains to the blood vessel. Paano yung mismo nagdadala ng mga sasakyan? Yun naman yung role ng ating blood. Siya yung nagke-carry ng iba't ibang mga materials throughout the body. Yung nagpupush sa blood, that is the role of the heart. Okay, so balik tayo sa blood. What are the different components of the blood? There are 4. You have red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma. Okay, isa-isahin natin. So when we speak of red blood cells, this is responsible for carrying oxygen and carbon dioxide. So yun pala ang dapat natin tandaan. Pag red blood cell, siya ang nagdadala ng oxygen na dinideliver sa iba't ibang parte ng katawan. At the same time, pagdating doon, siya rin yung nagpipick up ng majority ng carbon dioxide na ipapalabas, nadalhin sa lungs para maipalabas ng ating katawan. Okay? Now, what about white blood cells? Sabi dyan, part of the immune system, fight infection and other foreign bodies. So, this is the part of the blood that acts like soldiers. It acts like soldiers that fight foreign entities that enters the body. Okay? And then next, platelets, responsible for blood clotting. So, siguro minsan kayo ay nahiwa na rin. So, kayo ay nahiwa at nakita nyo na, of course, initially, dudugo yan. Pero after some time, makikita nyo na aampat yung pagdugo at merong transparent na fluid na nandoon na tumutulong para mag-heal yung sugat. It's actually the job of the platelets. And lastly, you have here plasma. Main component of blood consists mainly of water with proteins, ions, nutrients, and wastes. So, ito actually yung malaking bumubuo sa ating blood. Nandiyan itong mga material na ito na pinapadala sa iba't ibang parte ng katawan at pinipick up din ng ating blood. If we're going to take a look at the picture on the side, you see here majority of the blood is consist of the plasma, about 55%, then about 45% naman yung red blood cells. Nagdadala ng oxygen and carbon dioxide. And less than 1% yung white blood cells and platelets. Okay? So far we were able to discuss the different parts of the circulatory system. You have the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood. SM. Ano ba yun? Ako, may nagtatawag na ng mga ruta. Saan tayo pupunta? Sige, ngayon, in this part of the video, sasama tayo sa blood. Saan ba ang mga ruta na pinupuntahan ng blood na to? That's the next thing that we're going to discuss. Okay? Where does this blood go? So, it actually pertains to the 3 types of blood circulation in the body. They are namely pulmonary, coronary, and systemic circulation. So, let's find out kung paano nagkakaiba-iba itong mga types of circulation na to. Starting off with pulmonary circulation. So what do you see on the picture? You have the heart in the middle, and on the side, you have the presence of the lungs. Sabi natin kanina, when you speak of pulmonary, it involves the lungs. So ito pala yung ruta ng dugo, movement of blood from the heart to the lungs, then again back to the heart. So, di ba kailangan niya pumunta doon para ma-oxygenate yung ating blood. So, yung tawag dun sa movement ng blood na yon, we call that pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary involves the lungs. So, heart to lungs, lungs to heart, that is pulmonary circulation. Let's go to the next, systemic circulation. What do you see on the picture? You see here the whole body this time, right? So, systemic, it actually pertains to the movement of the blood from the heart to the rest of the body except the lungs, to your brain, to your lower part of the body, sa mga kamay, and all that other organs. We call that systemic circulation. What about the third one? Ito nasa gitna, coronary circulation. What do you see on the picture? So you see there the picture of the heart. Siyempre yung heart natin, kailangan din niya ng dugo, yung mga tissues, yung mga cells niyan para ma-perform niya yung kanyang function. So there's actually under systemic pa rin, a type of systemic circulation. This is the movement of blood through the tissues of the heart. We call that coronary circulation. So for pulmonary circulation, movement from the heart to the lungs and vice versa. Systemic to the rest of the body aside from the lungs. And for coronary, that's the movement of blood through the tissues of the heart. So yun pala ang iba't ibang biyahe ng dugo. So we were able to discuss the functions of the circulatory system kanina to bring the needed nutrients and then pick up the waste material. We were as well able to discuss the different parts of the circulatory system and the different types of circulation. Ngayon, tingnan natin kung nakuha yung mga pinag-usapan natin ngayon may kinalaman sa circulatory system. So, let's answer these questions. Number one, what are the functions of the circulatory system? You can write that down on your paper or pwedeng sabihin na lang yung sagot. Okay, so as mentioned, what it does is basically to deliver the essential nutrients and gases to the different parts of the body and pick up the waste material. Actually, it performs other functions as well. So for instance, it also helps in maintaining internal balance, homeostasis, maintaining the normal body temperature, halimbawa, at paglaban din sa mga foreign material because of the presence of the white blood cells. Pero ang main would be the delivery of different materials. What about this? Now, for the second and third question, parts of the respiratory system and the different types of blood circulation, I want you to complete this graphic organizer. Okay? I want you to complete this graphic organizer, yung mga blanco dito. So you can pause this video on this part and then complete this graphic organizer. Kapag tapos na kayo, i-play nyo ulit. Okay? So tapos na ba? Let's answer this. Dito muna tayo sa una. Pumps the blood throughout the body. That's the role of the heart. Blood vessel. Para sa naman to? Anong description natin? This is the passageway for blood. Carries the blood to the different parts of the body. Tama rin. Carries, dito ba tayo? Blood vessels, what are the different types? We have artery, vein, and capillary. So pwede yung magkabalik-baliktad. Carries the materials throughout the body. Ano yung mismo nagdadala na ng mga material? That's the job of the blood. Now, in terms of the blood, there are different types of circulation. Kunin natin, ito nasa gitna, movement of blood through the tissues of the heart. Within the heart, anong tawag doon? Coronary. Systemic circulation, saan ang ruta? To the different parts of the body except the lungs. Ayun na lang, natira. And yun, yung sa lungs natin. We call that pulmonary circulation. That's the movement of the blood from the heart to the lungs and vice versa. So hopefully, may natutunan sa video na ito. Kung may mga part na hindi pa nakuha, pwedeng balikan yan ulit. Okay? So what are we going to expect on the next video? So the next video, pupunta naman tayo mismo sa puso. Aalamin natin ano ba ang laman ng inyong mga puso. Sino ba ang nandyan? Okay? Now, we will also be able to determine the flow of blood inside the heart and to the rest of the body. Okay, so this ends this video. Thank you for your time and see you on the next one. Maraming salamat.